Alright, YouTube, I decided I was going to tide you guys over that watch my channel with another video, because I know my original video posting on this channel has been rare as of late, because just busy with a lot of stuff and everything, so I'll try to post as much as I can on here, in addition to doing my live streams to just keep this channel active. But, by the way, I know it's that whole anniversary of the Trump assassination. I'm like, don't ask me about it. I don't care about it. It is really in the rearview mirror to me, and it's fucking irrelevant to me. I've already talked about it. I think everybody should know my opinion that I don't condone that type of thing. So don't ask me about it. Simple as that. And not only that, I don't fucking care about it. I didn't even think about it until the fucking news started talking about it. So, I mean, I don't condone it. But I also don't like fucking Trump and everything, and I don't care. The fucking whatever, it's fucking irrelevant to me, so I don't give a shit. There's way more important things that are really going on that I think that everybody should be focused on, because there's way more important shit that's going on in the world, but the mainstream media likes to fucking distract away from the real world shit that's going on to try to get you to feel sympathy for these fucking idiotic politicians that are in office. Because let me tell you something, I have no sympathy for fucking any of them. So don't ask me about it, because I'm not interested. I don't care. So what do I think about this situation with Brazil? Trump is on the forefront bullying Brazil, just like he was bullying all these, like bullying everyone else, fucking Canada, Greenland, like treating them like fucking dog shit and everything else. And treating every country on planet Earth like fucking shit, except for the apartheid genocidal state of Israel, because the way Trump's going about it, the only fucking friend of the U.S. in the world is gonna be fucking Israel by the time this asshole's done. So why is Trump going after Brazil, President Lula, who I've had mixed opinions on overall? I think he's good overall, but at least he's better than fucking Jair Bolsonaro. I mean, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And I've made several videos about Jair Bolsonaro for years, how I've talked about his bigoted comments about minorities. He's also a bit of a racist as well. He was fucking banned from Brazilian public office for 8 years because he pulled a January 6 2.0, although the January 8th attacks in Brazil were actually even worse than what fucking January 6 looked like. So, unlike the U.S., where they let politicians get away with fucking everything, at least Brazil has a little bit more checks and balances, and they actually do hold elected officials accountable, or at least that's what I've seen, based on what I've looked at over the past few years. But it looks like they held Jair Bolsonaro in contempt, and Bolsonaro was banned from office for the next 8 years. And that was last year, so that means he can't run again until 2030, or at least 2031 or something. So, it doesn't matter. Again, Trump is bullying Brazil with fucking terrorists because that's what he's doing to every country on the fucking planet at the moment. Because Trump's a stupid fucking retarded idiot, and I wouldn't trust him to be a fucking Arby's manager, let alone a president. Sorry, MAGA. If you don't like that, too bad. If you want pro-MAGA dick-sucking channels, you're going to have to go find that elsewhere, because you're not going to find it with me. Just like with the Democrats. If you want Democrat Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, Obama ass-kissing, you're also not going to find that here, because I don't kiss politicians' asses. If you want politician ass-kissing, then go watch the mainstream media, because that's not what I'm here for. So, he's doing it because he's a fucking idiot, and he's also doing it to save face, so he can try to undermine Lula, so that way he can try to get Bolsonaro back into office. And we all know Bolsonaro's record. Bolsonaro's record is just someone pandering under the table to a bunch of a minority of evangelical neocons that barely even exist. He's out there just pandering under the table like this typical neocon, wishy-washy fucking piece of shit like Sebastian Pinera was in Chile. And you fucking listen to him. He acts like a fucking total neocon, like one of these. He looks like a silver-haired fucking beach bum with a fucking surfboard going out there like, oh, look at me, I know how great I am. I'm the Chile's biggest neocon since fucking Pinochet. So that's basically what he is, and that's basically what Bolsonaro is like, although Bolsonaro is way more bigoted and, but way more of a racist and everything else. I mean, there's no doubt about any of that stuff, because Trump is what Bolsonaro is. He wants Bolsonaro back in there. He wants him in there. And I don't know what the fuck Trump is even doing. He's fucking wasting his time, but I guess Trump has nothing but time to fucking waste anyway, because he's not doing anything in office besides just further tanking the U.S. economy. Now, Biden gave us a shitty economy, and Trump is just hurting it more. He's just making things worse and not better. So, none of them did a fucking good job, period. But he loves someone like fucking Jair Bolsonaro, because Jair Bolsonaro is just a one-trick pony. The only thing that Bolsonaro can talk about is fucking social issues, and talk about how we need to stomp down these gays, and how I'd rather have a dead son than, I'd rather have a dead gay son than I'd rather than my son come home with a man, and all that other stuff he said, bigoted shit over the past 30 years, 30 years of fucking bigoted comments that have only surfaced within the last 10 or so years. And it's all coming out there. And the dude fought with fucking Norway over because Norway pulled funding for him because Bolsonaro was a fucking environmental assassin, assassinating the minorities in the Amazon rainforest, butchering the Amazon rainforest. And I guess that's one good thing about Lula, that he's actually protecting that shit, but Norway wanted fucking nothing to do with him. Europe didn't want it. Liberal European countries wanted fucking nothing to do with that asshole. The only one who wanted to do anything with him was fucking Trump and Satan Yahoo. Let's not forget, Jair Bolsonaro was a total fucking evangelical Zionist cocksucker. Just like you see in fucking Argentina, which, oh my God, like, fucking Javier Milei looks like a fucking pimple-faced dwarf version of fucking Rod Stewart. It's like I've never fucking seen anything so pathetic in my entire life. You got this fucking asshole that's just butchering Argentina's economy and sending them further and further deeper into a fucking recession by cutting things that people need and basically just impoverishing people. And then doing that, he's doing that even worse than Bolsonaro ever fucking did. So, I mean, I don't even know who's fucking worse. But the thing is, Trump wants a puppet like that in office because he's got that in fucking Argentina. And where have we seen this before? I mean, where have we seen the U.S.? Hey, Turles, Nicholas, remember, we support the good guys, right? Yeah, totally, man. We support the good guys. We got fucking Javier Milei, who's just an unethical fucking Rod Stewart-looking pimple-faced dwarf, looking like a fucking druggy-looking Rod Stewart who looks like he's fucking high on fucking cocaine all day. He's out there talking about how we're going to cut this and cut that because laissez-faire capitalism is great and everything else. And now Argentina has been traditionally under a lot of economic pressure and everything. And a lot of that was because the U.S. government's been fucking with Argentina for several decades at this point, just like the U.S. empire has been out there fucking with Latin America for decades upon decades. We've seen this again and again and again, and there's no doubt that we're going to see it more and more. And that's basically what Trump is doing by default with this whole fucking thing going on with Brazil at the moment. Trump's got nothing but time to waste, but it's not going to fucking happen for another 8 years. I mean, it won't happen. Even if Bolsonaro's political ban gets lifted, even if it does get lifted in 8 years, I mean, it can't happen. Jair Bolsonaro can't run again. He's fucking banned for 8 years, so he can't fucking run again. He can try to appeal it and try to act like he's a fucking victim all he wants, but the chances of that political ban getting overturned, especially as long as Lula and his party are in office, are probably unlikely at this moment, at least for the foreseeable future. And the earliest chance Bolsonaro could ever get back into office, which is also unlikely to happen, the chances of that happening is also unlikely. Trump will be gone at that point. Because again, for all you fucking people worried about Trump getting a third term, it's never going to fucking happen. It won't matter. Trump will be gone. Trump will be long gone, off fucking somewhere, retired or whatever, probably just going around, still fucking yapping and bitching and moaning and doing all the other stupid shit that him and other fucking neocon pieces of shit do every fucking time they serve their term, they serve their 8 years, and then they go fucking write a book somewhere and they talk about how great they fucking were and everything, like W and Clinton and all the other fuckers have done. So that's all will happen. So even if Bolsonaro's political ban gets lifted, Trump will be gone at that point. And even the chances of him even winning, if God forbid his fucking political ban is appealed either today or tomorrow, or Bolsonaro's appeal, his ban getting lifted in 8 years from now, the chances of him even winning then would be unlikely. Because Bolsonaro will likely maybe lose support. Maybe someone else might end up taking his place. I've stated this before. Bolsonaro might end up losing relevance being out of office for so long, and people will just stop fucking forgetting about him. Like, that could happen. I mean, I'll eat my fucking words if I'm wrong. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not like a fucking Madame Pombal reader and I'm looking into my fucking crystal ball and I'm determining what the fuck is going to happen. But I think the chances of him winning again is fairly slim. And I think Brazil has way more brains than the fucking U.S. does. And funny enough, I actually, over the past month, I actually made a good friend in real life from my area who actually is 100% Brazilian. Born here, but his parents are Brazilian and everything else. So maybe I could ask him about it. We could talk about that all day. And, we could talk about that at some point. We could talk about that during one of our conversations. But Bolsonaro is just taking up these same tired old evangelical neoconservative views that all these other fucking capitalists have taken up, that Javier Milei took up, that Sebastian Pinera took up, that fucking Rick Santorum took up, Newt Gingrich took up, W. Bush and Herbert Walker and all these other fuckers have taken up over the course of recent history. Could it work for Bolsonaro in the future? I'm not sure, but it's highly unlikely. So the only thing Trump's trying to do is trying to save face. He's trying to interfere in Brazil's affairs, and Lula ought to tell him to go fuck off. It's like, you're trying to interfere in our affairs, and you're trying to get this guy who is a domestic terrorist who tried to overthrow us and tried to do the same thing that you did previously, Trump, January 6th. And you're trying to do that, although I think January 6th was more of a fucking CIA coup than anything. The U.S. government's been coupping governments for 50 fucking plus years, and it just came back and bit them in the ass that day. So it's one of those things. So I don't see a chance. I see a very slim chance of a second term Bolsonaro term in office. It's very unlikely to happen. But even if it does in the future, I will eat my fucking words. So you can count me on that one. Okay, you can fucking count me on that one. But the chances of that happening is unlikely because, like I said, someone within that period of time can end up winning, or someone else could win after Lula's term in office ends next year or the year after that or something. And someone else in a conservative party could end up taking his place, or Bolsonaro could try to run in a different party than his that has less recognition or something like that. So a lot of things could happen over that period of time. But really, this whole standoff with Trump and Lula is more or less just Trump being Trump and not knowing what the fuck he's doing. And it's going to be a losing strategy in the foreseeable future. So I think Bolsonaro ought to just fuck off. I think they should have banned him from office for life. And I think he never should have been in fucking public office to begin with. Just like Trump never should have been in public office to begin with. Just like Satan, Yahoo, and Pisrael never should have been. Just like Javier Milei never should have been ever allowed to run for fucking public office. Just like I don't think any of these other assholes should, because they don't care about anyone but themselves. They're high pie in the sky evangelical neoconservatives that believe in laissez-faire, this, that, and the other thing, and they do things for their own benefit and nobody else's. So that's all they fucking do. And no matter what you try to fucking think, and no matter what you do, I mean, I'm not a fucking leftist either. I mean, I've stopped being a leftist a few months ago. I just got sick and tired of the left's bullshit. But I'm also not going to be a fucking MAGA either. I'm not going to be someone who believes in MAGA either. So if you think I'm going to go on that side, it's never going to fucking happen. Just like you never have to worry about Trump with a fucking third term. There is a snowball's chance in hell of seeing a fucking third term Donald Trump. It's just never going to fucking happen. So stop worrying about it, because you're worrying about nothing. because you're worried about something that doesn't fucking exist and it's never going to fucking happen. Just like you're worrying about Bolsonaro coming back, which is also, I mean, it's not impossible, but it's unlikely to fucking happen. But this whole thing is just an example of Trump being Trump. Trump did this to Bolivia. Trump also did this to Bolivia. A fucking genocidal, fucking warmongering, right-wing, far-right fascist by the name of Jeanine Anez was in Bolivia and massacred her political opponents in demonstrations. And so unpopular, she couldn't even run again as an official president. She was only an interim president for a year, from November 2019 to November of 2020. And then Evo Morales in Bolivia, who I'm a massive fan of, I think he's one of the greatest leaders of our time. His party with Luis Arce ended up winning, although I've kind of had mixed opinions on him. Him and Evo Morales have fallen out, and I kind of side with Evo Morales because Evo Morales has been right that Luis hasn't been all that great and stuff, but that's a whole nother topic altogether. Trump interfered in Bolivia to get fucking Jeanine Anez in office. Jeanine Anez got into office and we saw what happened. And now Jeanine Anez is locked up for 10 years on genocide charges, and she's likely to be locked up for many more decades because they're also seeking genocide charges against Jeanine Anez. And this is what we see over and over and over again. Jair Bolsonaro secretly met with the fucking bitch back a fucking few years ago. She met with him in private. Bolsonaro flew to Bolivia to meet with her in secrecy while she was incarcerated. So what does that tell you? I mean, it's just like, really, it's like, even if you like the guy, do you really think that someone like that, someone like this, someone this far, someone this to the extreme, do you really think that person has a chance of winning again and having a winning strategy again? Do you really think that? Bolsonaro and Jeanine Anez are fucking butt buddies, basically. I mean, they met in secrecy while the latter was in fucking prison for genocide or crimes against humanity or whatever the charges were back then. And she's still in prison. And Bolsonaro has been given an opportunity to answer these questions, and he hasn't. Jeanine Anez is basically just another one-trick, far-right, neocon, fucking neo-fascist one-trick pony, who is also will never be in office again. There's a snowball's chance in hell that someone like her will ever be back in office again. She couldn't even win when she ran as an official candidate for the elections coming up in 2020. And then she later got arrested because she massacred her own people, indigenous people. And Bolsonaro was doing the same thing. Jeanine Anez was a genocidal freak and a maniac. And then you got Javier Milei, who's unethical, and he puts his foot in his mouth and he can't argue worth shit. And all he argues is just the total free market deregulate fucking everything. And then there's Bolsonaro, who's just too fucking bigoted and too far right and too much of a fucking warmonger to fucking get anywhere likely again. So what do you got? They're just fucking U.S. puppets at the end of the day. They're just U.S. government puppets. One is just Sebastian Pinera is just a fucking, he's basically like the fucking Chilean version of Mitt Romney. Just a silver-haired spoon, tall, dull, very just laid back, just fucking ballsy, like talking like he's a fucking beach bum. He goes to the fucking beach to collect metal off the beach. Then there's Javier Milei, who looks like a fucking crackhead version of Rod Stewart. And then there's fucking Bolsonaro, who's a bigot, a racist, and a war criminal. And he's too much of a warmonger that will appeal to even like libertarians. So the options aren't very good. And these are the people that fucking Trump and the CIA have been fucking just getting on their knees and wanting to suck their dick so they can get into fucking office. And this is who the CIA has been wanting in office for decades. And this is the reason, with all that being said, this long fucking winded statement in this fucking video, what Trump is doing, undermining Lula's presidency in Brazil, no matter if you like him or not, he's doing it to save face, to try to get a puppet of his in office. We've seen this over the past We've seen this over the past 70, 80 years. I mean, we've seen this every fucking year or day, at least since the end of the Second World War. Because the U.S. government is a giant fucking terrorist organization, and I hate politicians because they suck, period. So Trump's trying to do that. It's going to likely be a losing strategy, but we'll see what happens in the near future. Luckily, I was able to clear out some more storage from my phone and delete just a bunch of ridiculous apps that I don't need. So that I had for probably, I probably had a bunch of fucking apps I had back in like a few years ago that I didn't fucking need. So ended up just deleting those shit so I was able to make more content for all of you. So anyway, Trump's strategy is likely to be a losing one, but we'll see what happens in the fucking near future. I'll be covering this as like I cover all the other stuff. So anyway, with all that being said, I want to thank everybody for watching. I will be back tomorrow, which will be Monday, right? Monday. Yeah, I got my days fucking mixed up because, I'll be back tomorrow around the same time. If anything changes, I'll let you guys know. My schedule is probably going to be it depends on what goes on. If I'm going to not make a stream or if I'm going to just be later, I'll put it in the community tab for you guys to keep a lookout at. So keep your eyes out on that. I should be just doing the same time as usual, but if anything comes up, I'll let you guys know. Stay tuned for more and more stuff on the way. Have yourselves a good one. Stay safe, stay well, stay classy, keep fighting, keep on rocking. Take care of yourselves and all each other, and I'll see you comrades in the next one, which will be tomorrow, my next stream, and more videos coming up soon. So stay safe and have yourselves a good one, everybody, and I'll see you all next time. And P.S. to conclude, let's just hope that Bolsonaro and all these other fucking CIA neocon puppets that are one-trick ponies stay out of fucking office for good, and let's hope that they're either banned from fucking office, or they either lose with their populations, or they never go anywhere again, or they're in fucking jail to the point where they're either in there so long that people fucking forget about them, or they die in prison. Let's hope that either one of those things happen, because they all fucking suck. See you all next time. Peace out.